Hello YouTube makeup lovers. So it is time for my December favorites video. I have found a ton of products this past month, well last year by the time this video goes up in the month of December, that I have fallen in love with, and I'm very excited to share them with you, so we better get started. The first two products I'm going to share with you guys for my December favorites are two foundation brushes. The first is the Tarte Bamboo Foundation Brush. This brush is amazing for blending in the foundation. It buffs it in so fast and it's so nice and soft. I love it so much. The only downfall I think is that you do waste a little bit more product than maybe with other brushes because it kind of sucks it in. But it is a great brush. It's supposed to look kind of airbrushed and it just looks nice and flawless, but I love that it blends it in so fast because it's just so big and it just buffs it in so nicely. So I have really been loving this brush from Tarte. And the other one that I have been loving is the Sigma 3D Kabuki brush. Amazing brush. It has a very unique shape because it's kind of like flat on one side. In the middle it looks like this, and then the other side is kind of flat too, and it just blends in the foundation so nicely. I like because you can get into certain spots. I've even used it to kind of like blend in my concealer, and then you just kind of like press it a little bit and it just goes on real nicely. It's also really good when you do your bronzer, and it's really good when you want to just clean up a little bit. It just cleans up perfectly and it gives you that nice sharp line for your contour. My favorite product of mine for the month of December has to be the Nars Virtual Domination palette. Really love this palette. It has a bronzer, 3 blushes, and a highlight, and all the colors are just beautiful. The bronzer is actually, the size is bigger than the regular Nars Laguna bronzer, which comes in this packaging. So that to me was unbelievable. It doesn't look bigger, but the contents actually state that it is bigger. So I just really love this product. I love it because Nars Laguna bronzer is my favorite bronzer, so I really don't mind having it twice here and in the regular packaging. But I don't own many of the Nars blushes, so I really like having all these. The highlight is a little too shimmery for my taste, but I do like it for the holiday season, and I'm actually, if you use it with a light hand, it actually looks very nice. But this is a great palette to have. You have pretty much your bronzer, your highlight, and your blush all in one, and the packaging is just beautiful. Next, I'm really loving the Marula Pure Marula Facial Oil. It's from the brand actually called Marula. I bought this at Sephora. It's a very good quality face oil. I have not broken out from it. I love to use it at night and it really moisturizes. The packaging, it's kind of like a twist off cap, but then in the top it has a little button, and that's kind of what squirts the product out. Next product I have been loving is this Stila Smudge Crayon in the color Smoke. I used to always see this product at Sephora and I would always buy it under the Stila line, but then I stopped seeing it at the store and I figured that maybe they got discontinued, but they're not, because they're still available online. Just my Sephora, my local Sephora, no longer carries these sticks, but they're really great products, and I'm definitely gonna go back online and see what other colors they have. I'm loving this color Smoke. It's kind of like a taupey color, and I like to use it as a base for my eyeshadows. So a lot of those eyeshadows that come in, like the Too Faced palette has one. I know the Naked palette has great taupe colors. I think it was a Naked 2 that had all those taupe colors, and I really didn't have a base to use with that. And then this one just works great for those eyeshadows. And I think I always love using a cream product or like a pencil product like this beneath my eyeshadow powder, because it just makes the eyeshadow last, it makes the color more vibrant, and I just think it looks a lot better. I have been obsessed with the Gerard Cosmetics Color Your Smile Light Up Lip Glosses. I love it so much, and it's just a great product. The packaging is also great because it has the whole light thing. It has a little mirror on one end, and then when you open it up there is a light on the actual wand so that you can actually put on your lip gloss in the dark if you want. And it's just really cool. When you open this up, everybody's like, oh my god, what is that? But that's not why I love it. I mean, that part is awesome, and it's really cool how it has the light up and all that stuff. But the colors are actually really nice, and the formula is actually really good. And then this month, these are definitely the glosses that I have been using a lot. One of the ones that I love the most is the color Buttercream. And I'm going to show you a swatch like this so that you can see what a beautiful color that Buttercream gloss is. Really been loving it a lot. There are other colors that I also love, but I would say that definitely the Buttercream is my favorite this past month. I'm really liking this one. It's called Fiji. Shimmer of Hope is this other one, which is a gorgeous nude color. And then Coral Craze is a peachy one that I have also been loving. And then there's this other one, which I would say is also a favorite of mine this month. It is the color Seduction, which is a dark color like this. And I think for the season that we're in, for the holiday season, it is a gorgeous color. This is a lip gloss that I wore in my makeup tutorial for like holiday glam makeup. That would be great for New Year's Eve. This is what the gloss looks like on its own, but I personally like to pair it with a more red lip because then it looks a little bit too plum, and it's a beautiful color. I'm sure it will look great on a plum, but if you put a red lipstick under, it totally changes the color of the gloss. The Seduction lip gloss actually also brings me to my next favorite product, which is this Bite Beauty lipstick. I got this in those Mix and Mingle set that I bought. It was a huge set that had all these little lipsticks, which I also sell these individually. I remember I saw them at the website. Not sure if they're still available since the holiday season. By the time this video goes up, it'll already be the new year. I'm not sure if they'll still have them. But love this color called Scarlet, which is a dark red, which is the one that I wore in that glam holiday makeup video. This is what the color looks like. It's kind of like a red wine color, like a burgundy. And this is the lipstick that I love to wear under the lip gloss, which is the Seduction from the Gerard Cosmetics. I think together the mix just looks amazing. Also really loving this Nars Audacious lipstick. This is the shade Anna. I'm really loving this color, and the color payoff of this lipstick is just amazing. So I'm really looking forward to trying more of these Audacious lipsticks. And I mean, look at the color payoff. This is just one swipe, and that's the color that I get. So imagine if you do 2 swipes. I mean, it is just an amazing type of lipstick, and this color is just great. I love it because it's like a stronger lipstick, but it's very wearable. The shade is just such a pretty shade, and it's something that I've worn during the day. I've worn it at night. It's a great lipstick. The packaging is a little bit different. It's kind of like a square packaging, and then the cap is magnetic, so it just kind of like clips on back really easily. Next, I have 2 products from IT Cosmetics. I have made it onto my December favorites. The very first one is the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination. I use the shade Light. This is what the color looks like. It also has a little brush under here, which as you can see still has a plastic because I haven't used it. I like to use this with my powder brush, which is this one right here from Sigma. This is the F20. I just love to apply it. I have been really liking this powder foundation. It is great to put over my IT Cosmetics CC cream. Just want to add a little bit more coverage. I don't think I like it more than the Too Faced Chocolate Powder Foundation, but I am liking it a lot. I think I just gravitate towards the Too Faced because of that smell. It just smells so good. But this IT Cosmetics one is really good. This one is a little bit more brightening, so it does give you that nice little healthy brightening glow, which I like that a lot. And I have worn it as a setting powder over a regular foundation. It works great. And I have worn it over my IT Cosmetics CC cream, which I love. That's kind of like the way I like to wear it the most. It just adds a little bit extra coverage, and it is just a really good product. I like it because it doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't get cakey. So this is a nice powder foundation to try out. The next product from IT Cosmetics that I have been liking as well is the IT by Redness Neutralizing Correcting Cream. Now this is something that I use very lightly. The product is very liquidy, which at first I was very skeptical about. This is what it looks like, but I mean, if I hold it up for too long, the product is just gonna like come right out. It's kind of like a foundation, and I just like to apply it to the areas just where I need it. I like to apply it with this Sigma large concealer brush. This is the F65 brush, and I pretty much just dip the brush in there and I apply it to the areas of my face that have a little bit of redness. So I kind of like to use this. I don't use this when I go full on foundation because then it'll be just too much product. I only use it when I wear a lighter foundation or where I'm not using foundation at all. So with my It Cosmetics CC cream, I like to use it over that a lot. It just gives me added coverage to the areas that I need. For example, I'll apply it on the sides of my nose, and sometimes if I have a little bit of redness on the cheeks and on the forehead, I'll apply it with this brush. But I love to blend it in with a damp beauty blender. This one is already dry, but when it's damp and it gets much bigger, you just kind of like press it over the areas where I applied it or the sides of the nose, and it just looks flawless. The last product for my December favorites is the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette. This is an amazing product. I love it because it has so many things in one. So for travel, this is great. I mean, I'm not a fan of the packaging for travel because I feel like this can break easily, but it is very compact and it does have everything you pretty much need. Well, almost everything. I definitely have to add a little bit more than this, but it is a great product. It has your bronzer, it has a blush, it has a highlight. Love all three. It has really great eyeshadows. Here it has 5, and 3 of them are kind of shimmery frosty colors, and 2 are matte, which these are the 2 more matte colors, and then the other 3 are the ones that are more shimmery. It has a really great lip gloss. It has, the shade is called Seso, and then it has an eyeliner which is kind of like a dark brown called Stag, and it has the Perversion mascara, which is this one right here. So it definitely has a ton of products in it. I do find myself needing an additional eyeshadow to complete my look, but I mean, not that big of a deal. I usually like to take my MAC Vanilla, and I also take my Nylon. I actually did go on a little getaway with this palette, and I just took this palette and it worked wonders. But I did take my little 2 eyeshadow MAC palette that had Nylon and Vanilla, which are like the 2 colors that I cannot live without, and with all these colors here, it just made a great eye look. But as far as blush, bronzer, highlight, you're good to go. The lip gloss is really great. Let me show you a swatch of the lip gloss. At first when I saw it, I was like, oh, is it like a really dark color? But it's not. This is what the gloss looks like on its own. So I think this will look really good over tons of lipsticks. So it'll come in nice and handy. But the palette, I mean, the packaging, don't get me wrong, I do love the packaging. It has like this whole design in the front. It's very, very nice. It is a little thick, but I mean, it kind of has to be a little thick because it has all these amazing products inside. I just think that, yes, it has everything inside for travel, but I also think this is something that you kind of have to take care of so that it doesn't break or crack. But it is a great palette. This would be a great gift for any girl. So if you have any birthdays in 2015 that you need to give someone a nice gift, someone that of course you really love because it's not cheap, this is a great option. I think any girl would just love this. So that is pretty much it. These were my favorite products for the month of December. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you try some of these products out. And as always, I want to say thank you so much for watching Be Lounge Makeup. Bye!